If you would like to see how I decorate my portrait planner for not one, not two, but 3 whole months for 2025, and also show you how my December setup is going, stay tuned. Hello everybody, this is Priya here. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning, and if this is the first time, thank you so much for stopping by. Here I share tips, ideas and inspiration to make your planner and journal spreads pretty and functional. If you would like to see how my November went, because I'm filming this early in December, I'm not sure when the video will be out, but if you would like to see how things have been going, stay tuned till the end and I will have more pictures and share how my journey is going. So as you can see, this is my December all stickered up, and I did get a few requests for doing the live plan with me, as in doing a videos where I come and decorate and explain the thought process behind how and why I put stickers down the way I do. So I thought I would come and decorate January through March of 2025 with you in this video. So I will speed it up and talk you through how I work and how my thought process goes so that you can figure out how you want your setup to look. So let's get started. As you can see, these two sticker books were from the older years, and it does have deco and functional stickers, and this is a seasonal one. So these are from Planything, and so are the washi tapes. So you can use my code Priya10 for 10% off at Planything and can be stacked on top of sale. So you see how my stickers are. I'm trying to make sure that I put down boxes or decorative elements at the junction of boxes so that both the boxes can be used, and also I can still bring in some of those fun elements without compromising on the function too much. And sometimes I'd love to decorate just the top somewhere in the middle so that it can all work functionally well and yet keep it pretty. Do you see how some of those ornaments lay just at the junction of the boxes? And this is kind of a very functional space where I come and note down all the things looking forward. This is the space for all the things that must happen that month. And see how I decorated the top also. Just bring in some fun elements and decorate using smaller elements right near the calendar. And let's get started with January now, where I bring some of these recent ones, the seasonal days from Planything, and the Winter Bliss, which is still available as of the day of filming. Seasonal days, I'm not sure. So it does have some smaller elements that usually work great with all the limited space we have. And I will come and use some of the washi tapes also. And the scalloped washies are usually great to mark that particular part of the page because that needs a clear demarcation as to where the page starts. So if you can see, I did have a bit of a trouble laying that washi tape down. I ended up damaging the paper, but it's fine. It's a newer washi tape, so that is why I think it's really strong glue on the washi tape. And yeah, just doing the scalloped washi at the bottom on the other side. And the Winter Bliss has lots of fun colors and collections, so I thought I will bring some of those cute animals for sure. And these are some of these Scandinavian kind of designs, and that set of animals, the wild animals, the moose, the reindeer, and I thought that was a fun component to include. But usually when I come and decorate, I have to remind myself to keep the function intact because this is a very functional planner. And this is, again, you must have heard me say this countless times, that this is the planner dedicated to my son and his senior year in high school. So just trying to bring some of those wintry elements. This is like a wilderness and a snowy forest scenes. So if you do not know, winter is one of my favorite, not one of my favorite, but it is my favorite, absolute favorite season. So I like to bring some of those softer elements and some of those fun things that we see just going with the season. And I bring in some of these quotes from Martin Sticker Company, which I have handy, and I thought this was a nice time to add some of those uh, positive affirmations or something related to encouragement for the start of the new year. But then I went back to this Winter Bliss sticker book, because the quotes in this sticker book are nice and small, and it would fit perfectly in the limited space we have. I mean, I can always go back and print the sticker sheet again, making it smaller because it's a printable. I do have the luxury of doing that, but I just wanted to have everything ready, because each spread each month took me about 10-15 minutes, and that is all I usually invest in, and nothing more than that, because this is a very, very functional space. So everything between figuring out the theme and narrowing down the stickers I want, I usually keep it under 15 minutes, everything from start to finish. So I have the reindeer, I believe, or I think it's a reindeer. I have him on the tweezer, and I have this grid washi, which again, all the washi tapes are from Planything. So I'm using that washi cutter, and the washi cutter is from Live Love Posh. If you want to check that out, I will have all the shops and all my affiliate links and codes down in the description. I would really appreciate your support. If you decide to shop through my links and codes, it does earn me a small commission at no extra cost to you, and I truly, truly appreciate that. So I'm going to this wintry scene, and you will see me use a bit of that on the side, and I think it can be used in that corner just so that we will have something to fill that space. And also I want this coat here because I would love to enjoy the winter time for sure. And now on to adding some more of the washi tape on the other side, and I just decorate just the bottom of that part, because I usually come and decorate a bit near where the washi is just laid down, and that is usually the space where the box between the calendar and the washi tape that's just down, that's where I usually come and add the key, because I do add what do we say, I add keys, and I color code. Yeah, that was the word I was looking for. I'm using these mile liners again for the titles. So those are the 4 categories or 4 important things that will need to be focused on, that has to happen that month. And by January, I think we will have a lot of things knocked off our list, including some of the scholarships that we apply as international students. And yeah, that scallop washi is something I really like. This one is from Planything again, but I did not like quite how that was covering up the dates. So just the washi tape goes back to where it originally was. And yeah, it was a bit of a hard time figuring out how I keep these pages on the coils and work with it, because I'm so used to the Happy Planner discount system, and I love the flexibility of the pages being taken out of the disc to work with and then having to put them back. I love that. And that was one of the key things that attracted me to the discount system. So I was shocked that I stuck to the coil system. This is my first one ever. And I believe it is for a specific purpose, and that was the reason I stuck to it. And on to the last page now. So just keeping it very simple again. And this brings in some fun colors and fun shapes, and that's all I'm looking for. So back to the grid washi again. So this is just a space for me to note down everything that needs to happen in the next couple of months or something before the calendar year ends. Say for you have certain submissions, you have certain, so with my son's curriculum there is something called a theory of knowledge, and there is a extended essay, and all of those are small components which add up towards the final grade in the final exam. So all of those have certain deadlines, certain expectations, certain requirements they need to meet. So that is something that gets thrown at us all the time, because there are deadlines, there are first draft that they need to submit and they get feedback on, and the teachers do take the time to give them ample time for the feedback, and that's how the curriculum works. So I'm just curious, do you have similar curriculum with your kids, or is it all American curriculum that you are used to? Because with so many options available, I think worldwide, it is always a hassle when things are very different from what you grew up with. So it is a constant learning curve for us, and it's been a really busy year. And with all the things, the stress level at the house between me, my husband, and my son, I think the stress level is at another level. I don't want to even address it. So we all kind of try to work around that. And that's how this is the space where everybody comes and figures out what's happening and what else is left. So I'm trying to make sure a lot of it will be kept off camera, because it's a very personal thing, and I would not want any of this data to be available online for anybody to access. I know it's not a very safe situation sometimes. So yeah, so sometimes some of the information which will have to be confidential. So that is the reason why you may not see a lot of in-depth details as to what happens in certain times, and how, say, for example, the universities and all the curriculums and the courses he's looking at, all of that, those are very specific things. And a couple of deadlines are already behind us. So we are well into the actual application process. So it is a really, really tough, strenuous, very stressful time for us. Not strenuous, I must say. It is strenuous, it is stressful, it is everything, yes. And yeah, so I'm just using all the bullet points, the florals, the quotes, the boxes, everything from that one sticker book. And that's the advantage of the Planning Things sticker books, which I absolutely love. You grab one book and you have everything you need. So I will link all the tools I'm using, and because I do get lots of questions about my tweezers or something else that you see me use, like my washi cutter. I will have everything linked below. And I also will have the sticker papers if you are into printables. And on to the next month, which is February. And on to Winter Bliss again, because this has this cute set of sticker. This is a cute collection. A nice, a purple and red combination. It's nice and cute, nice and cozy, mixed in with the winter vibes. I think it's adorable. And this is a nice fun component, something fun, something different. But the only bummer is that there is only one sheet of each. So if you are really loving these stickers, I would suggest you grab 2 copies, just like I did, because winter is my favorite month, right? So how have you been using your portrait planner? If you are new and you are just starting with the full Laurel Denise system, let me know in the comments if you have been in the Laurel Denise community for a while. I had been wanting to grab it for the longest time. I used to see this everywhere on social media, and I was like so keen on grabbing it. And this year, 2024, when the academic release happened, I jumped on that and I picked up this portrait, which runs all the way from July of 2024 through June of 2025. So that's when I got started. So let me know if you have any thoughts on the portrait, what your favorite thing about this is. And I do get lots of questions on how I use this, how functional it is. I write big, so it is not that I like to kind of, uh, because I can't write small. My handwriting is big, so I really keep very limited information on the monthly calendar because it is always color coded, and that is my key. And the days of the week, the days of the month are all well sought after, and it is a nice, that's adequate space, not too much, but just enough to make sure that we have enough space for all the tasks happening, because I don't quite come and write everything that he does at school necessarily. So all the additional tasks that come in addition to whatever happens at school goes in here. So anything related to, unless there is like an exam going on, I do mark that. And other than that, it is just concentrated on his future educational plans. So that is where we are with this. And yeah, just on to adding some boxes now and just keeping it clearly functional, and the rest of the space will be nice and usable. So just a splash of red there with the washi tape, and this one has some more of those elements, and I thought this was a nice way to use in these pages, not necessarily matching with the other theme, but I think the pinks and reds will go well. Again, I'm not putting them right next to each other, so just throwing in these fun elements, some cakes, some cookies, some donuts, some gifts, some champagne, and bouquets and floral arrangements, and girls, of course, and all the cute stuff which you can bring in when you think of romantic vibes. So how far do you decorate your portrait planner every time? Because I like to kind of decorate at least 2 or 3 months so that I don't have to worry about it for the next couple of months. And before that, I can use it as and when plans come. And I will have probably one more setup before the planner gets over. And by then, I think the undated release from Laurel Denise will happen. And you can use my code Priya10 for 10% off at Laurel Denise. It includes everything. And includes everything in the sense it can be stacked normally on top of sales. And please don't quote me on that. I will have all the details in the description. No matter what, my affiliate link will be there for you to check out, and stay tuned for the undated release. I believe it's coming in February, March, and on to decorating the March now. And this is the party, the T as in TEA, PET stickers from Wrong Wrong. And I think I want to do something in honor of International Women's Day that happens on March 8th. So that is the reasoning behind using these. And as somebody who loves tea and not coffee, I think this was a clear choice when Wrong Wrong had this out. I grabbed it sometime over the summer this year, if I'm not mistaken. And these boxes are also from Planything, and I'm just layering that floral arrangement on top of the box, and I will come and add the month later. So I'm trying to pick small elements here just so that it can all fit well and also look pretty, because these are really girly, the high tea kind of vibes. And you have teapots and tea and all in lovely pastel colors, and you do have smaller elements, some again floral arrangements, some scones, some all the bakery goodies you can imagine. So this is kind of a lot of elements are big, I must say. So picking and choosing smaller elements which do not take up a lot of space was the key. And for Wrong Wrong, I do have a 10% discount code for new customers. If you want to shop, there are lots of amazing stickers and planners, custom planners you can do, and reading journals. She has lots of fun stationery and sticker books, of course. And these PET stickers are in fact of really good quality, waterproof and weatherproof. So it is, even when you know that you live in a humid place, I don't think it's a problem. And that's all the washi tapes from, not all, most of the washi tapes from Planything. So just trying to pick a few that will go with the theme, and just going in with the scalloped washi from Doodlebug. This is a darker purple. I will have the full set linked, and it is available on Amazon. It's a nice fun set to have. It comes in all the primary colors. So just outlining there. Again, this is quite a very simple thing I like to do, something fun, something decorative, and yet makes it look pretty. So that is where our scalloped washi will go. And by now, by March, at this point, things will have slowed down. We will be looking at our final exams, and I even have a wedding in the family. My nephew is getting married. That's in April, so it will be interesting because it's the same week my son's exam starts. So we'll have to figure out the logistics of who will attend what event, because there are a couple of events happening. So we will not be able to make it for all of them. So that is all up in the air. So I'm just not overthinking it currently because my son's exams are the top priority. So once we have the full schedule, we can make a better decision. So just having a lot of the tea elements laid out, and it also has some cute phrases there to accompany. So that is some nice cute decorations. And onto this page now, I always come and forget to fill in the trackers. I have to be very honest because sometimes it used to be the space where I could come and track his habits for all the practice paper that he needs to go through to practice. And now we are on to the stage of applications, and there are a lot of essays to be written. Every college has their own set of questions, and it is really a very time consuming, laborious process answering it, just making sure somebody double checks it, and then we go ahead and upload it. It's really taking up a lot of time when you think about that process. Have you started setting up your planners for 2025? I hope you have finalized your lineup. I do have a full series on how you can get started making your wish list, narrowing down the planners you want, and how to get started with everything because there are so many options to choose from. I also have my planner and journal lineup on my videos. All the setups are coming back to back, and I will also be dipping my toes into the world of book bound planners for the first time. And it is a fun journey setting it up. It's quite busy, but luckily, I do not celebrate Christmas, so things are a bit light around here. But we have friends visiting, so that takes up a bit of time. But other than that, I'm trying to maximize the time I have on hand, setting everything up so that I can have a stress free start to 2025. So, you see how I'm going with the decorations. I hope this was useful. And please come follow me on Instagram. I do share spreads and more a bit about myself, and it's a lovely community to hang out with too. So I will have all the information down in the description, and stay tuned for how the November went because that was my last full, not full to the extent that I know when things get thrown at us, I usually come and fill it in the planner. So that is all in there. So stay tuned for that. And I will also have all the flip throughs, the full flip through of all the 3 months, in fact, four rather. So please make sure you subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell notification so that you wouldn't miss any of the future videos. And please take a moment to check out the other videos which are already in the playlist when it comes to Laurel Denise. And I do have a goal setting system which I use. So all the planners will be set up for 2025. And please come check out all the videos. And if you are into journaling, I do have creative journal videos and daily journal videos where it's a bit more of a simpler setup. So, doctorate journals, all that, I do have videos for every one of those. So, making some last minute finishing touches, and we should be good. So, thank you so much for watching. I will catch you in my next one. Bye.